Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your Boston Red Sox.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Garrett Crochet. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective. Now get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for two. And he's into second with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Juan Soto now. And that is out of play.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Lindor at second with nobody out. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. Singing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Out to short. Story sends it over to first. Two away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Big time power. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wong makes the grab, and that's the third out. Mets strand one. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Kodai Senga. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran.
Ball one.
Just missed. Duran measures 6 feet 2 inches. 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Liner, base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Bregman.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Move to first. Duran.
base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Swung on, belted. That's back. Into the bullpen and gone. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Fly ball down the line. Nimmo makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Check out the Red Sox lineup.
Trevor Story.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Outside low, 2-1.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball.
Batting 7, the right
fielder. With 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Abreu digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Yoshida off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Ball. And that misses. And the count is even, 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mets,
All set for the
fielder,
start of the inning.
Brandon
Now the left fielder,
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swinging a foul out of play. And that one fouled off. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. Here's Starling Marte. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0-1.
That one ripped. Way back there. And that one is going to go. So he goes yard to left. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. And that's through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Crochet winds and deals. That one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away. Here's the second base. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching for
Brian
the Red
Bale
Sox,
comes on now.
number
Pretty big
66.
spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Tap foul at the plate. Taylor at second with 2 down. High fly ball out towards left field. Durant ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, and here's the catcher, Connor Wong.
The catcher, Connor Wong.
Senga back to work. In the air, right side. Soto sizing this one up. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Nimmo has it sized up. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now batting, Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Red Sox go down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. Top half of the third inning, and now it's Frankie Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958. Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
In the air, right field. Abreu sizes this one up. Corrals it. 2 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ripped to short. On to first. And that is that. Mets lead 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Bregman. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Taylor makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael
Devers up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Lindor hauls it in.
Now
2 away.
The first baseman, Tristan Casas.
And now it's going to be Tristan Casas. Fly to left his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Strike 2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just
0-2.
needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Mets 1. Back here at American Family Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brandon Nimmo. There's a strike. Bayo, in his third season, he features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Next offering is fouled back. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike three.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And a foul ball. Red Sox by 2. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Tyrone.
2 down, bases empty. And now, Tyrone Taylor, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in there for strike 1. On the ground to the left. Whips it across. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. Score holds. It's 3-1. And we're back.
Leading
ready
off
to go.
For the Red Sox,
Your story now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And a big swing and a miss.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
And next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
One out, runner at second. Abreu now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Red Sox leading it by 2. lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, hung up in a rundown now. He thought about third, but won't take the chance and heads back to second.
For the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Flied to right his first time. Off the mark there. Ball one. Action in the pen down there. Danny Young getting ready to go. Nunez getting cranked up as well. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man at second. And that one popped in the air left field. Nimmo has it sized up. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they still lead it 3-1. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Bayo back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, these Mets looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Fly to left his first time. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Slider misses outside.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the batting order
Now
turns over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. That one just misses. 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mets go down quickly, And it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Cedon Rafaela.
Cedon Rafaela.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Outside low, 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one
That's
missed.
ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch
That's
misses.
ball
3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron.
So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Pulls that one foul.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Alex.
And now it's Alex
Bregman.
Bregman, 1 for 2.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's out.
Sends it to first, and they get Bregman for the out. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to
Next for
third.
the Red Sox,
Now
the
it's
third
Devers
baseman,
at the plate.
Rafael.
He's already homered in this game.
Devers.
Pitch
Nope.
misses.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And he swings through that one.
Well, you know this guy wants a
One
pitch
ball,
up, something
2
that he
strikes.
can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Ball 2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That one
Counts
way
ball.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat.
Now
Saw a lot of
batting, the
pitches
first
and ends up
baseman,
drawing the wall.
Bregman.
Very gritty.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kodai Senga will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Danny
Mets,
Young gets the ball now.
number
Pretty
81.
tight game, so they're looking for quality
Danny
pitches out of him right here.
Young.
Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. And takes low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss as he was out
1
front
ball,
that time.
2 strikes.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him swinging. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Mets 1. Top of the 6th inning. And here is Juan Soto.
Leading off for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Falling behind 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Line drive. Rafael snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Back up the. Oh, that got him. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Two outs. And it's fouled away. The 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Mets 1. Back here in Milwaukee, now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. There's a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And now it's 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Little chopper rolls foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Now
back-to-back base hits. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, 1 out. And next for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. In the air, right field, Soto sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. 2 down. Cut off, throw to third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they tag him for the double play. What was he thinking there? And the Red Sox leave 1. And the score stays 3-1. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. That's inside, and that's ball 1. In for a strike, good slider.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Brian Bayo out of the game. Just 1 hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Josh Winkowski.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
High fly ball out to left field. Duran sizes this one up, and there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Starling Marte up to hit.
Marte.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
On the ground to third. Whips it to Casas. Marte retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. That one
Ball
outside,
one, no strike.
and that's ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Hit in the air, right field. Abreu. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching for
We're
New
back
York.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom
Number
of the 7th.
72.
Dedniel Nunez.
Dedniel
Just trying to keep this one close
Nunez.
here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for
Leading
Boston,
off,
Cedar
Red
Rafaela.
Sox, the center
I think
fielder,
when you contemplate
Cedar
him as a player, the first thing you think about is
Rafaela.
defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Jaron Duran getting ready to hit.
Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw to first in time.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Here's Alex Bregman. 1 for 3.
Bregman.
To third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Mets 1. And we're back. Now here is Francisco Alvarez. Winkowski back to work. That's a strike. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. And 1-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good
2,
when you can win the
second
at-bat
baseman,
after
Luis
being down in the
Angel
count, up
Acuna.
against it with 2 strikes right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Acuna in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Brings it in, and there's one down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
That just misses, and a count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Alvarez through second. The throw to third. Save. And now second and third with one gone.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
So the tying run at second. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Bregman to first. But they cut it to one as the run comes in. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one.
We could see a shift right here. Only down a run, and it feels like anything can happen. One swing of the bat changes everything.
On the ground out to short, and that one finds its way through. Scoring is Lindor, and it's an RBI single, a big two-out hit, and the game is tied.
Huge at bat to bring home the tying run at this point in the game. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now here is Pete Alonso. Two outs. And that one fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Rafael Devers. That one the other way. Dives, and he can't hang on. So a man on base to start the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That's a nice job of taking that pitch on the outside the other way and just beat the ship. This guy's not known for using the whole field, but right there he took what was given to him.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one ripped, but foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
0-2 now as he swings through it. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Buto preparing to come on if needed. Minter also throwing. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Trevor Story now. In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the air to left down the line. And that will drop foul. The 1-2. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Wilyer Abreu in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 2 outs. Abreu will hit next. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field, down the line. Full extension, makes the catch.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Starling Marte. Right through there for a strike. on the ground. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And fouled off.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it.
He goes down looking.
The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That one out to right. Abreu makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9, 1-2 up in the bottom of inning number 9. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jose Butto.
Number 70, Jose Butto.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Over 3 with 3 flyouts.
Wong.
Fastball is outside. Activity in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz getting loose out there.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Center field. Taylor gets there. He's under it. And a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 3.
So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Swings through that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. This to third. Throws to first in time. And that's an out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Taylor has this one sized up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. All tied up at 3 apiece. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Fouled off. He was late. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing, oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners.
Now
Nobody
back,
out.
the
So they hold the runner in third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite them?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. Right through there for a strike. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Josh Winkowski won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
So the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Justin Wilson.
Justin Wilson.
Rips one to right, and it stays fair. One runs in, heading for the plate. To second, but way too late, safe there. The run scores all the way
now
from first, and it's a 2-run
1.
lead in extra innings. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And here in extra innings. And he takes a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Man at second. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone.
Now this one gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Man at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Foul ball. Wilson, a 6'2 southpaw, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2008. And now the 0-1. Ground ball, could be 2. 1 at second. He's out. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Mets 6 and the Red Sox 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Diaz.
Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. And that is out of play. Diaz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Fought off foul. One out and a runner at second. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good eye right there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sight, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Only one out left for the Red Sox. Tristan Casas digs in now. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Hit to right, and that should do it. That's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here.